Goliath trying to get close. It's backing up, weirdly enough. So it's like, nah, I don't want to kill one engineer. That's not enough. I need more in my life. I need 2 or 3 squads. You know what? 4 would be great. Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17 here bringing you another COH2 replay. This is a 4v4 and this was brought to me by a patron. If you want to help me out, you can hit that like and subscribe button or check out my Patreon, my Twitch page, or any other links down below. Hey, join the Discord. You get to join on Fridays, play with me on Code 2, all sorts of awesome stuff. So there you go. Also, like this guy, he got a free game of Broken Lines. Why? Because A, I said I would do it in the Broken Lines video, and I did. And B, I want to support an awesome developer. And C, he wanted it. It was on his wish list, so why not? So, try to help out my community where I can. So, thank you, man, for your support. Hopefully you enjoy the game, which is actually quite fun. Now, let's get to this game. So, this is a 4v4 in Lazarus Ambush. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Love this winter map. We got ourselves GTA, aka Longrod, so yes, I know him, Johnny, Milam, and Delta. One of these guys submitted to me, and they're versing Flipster, Rommel, President Trump, and Mike's Triple M. 2 British and 2 Soviet versing 2 OKW and 2 Ramak. Alright. British are leading the assault. A lot of British infantry up front. No MGs. We also have Panzerfußleer, so someone went either strategic... Oh, wait. I keep messing up. I want to say strategic reserve. Am I right with that? No breakthrough. Okay, at least it's the other one. And then GTA went mechanized assault. So he'll be able to sneak around, possibly getting close and deal mass amounts of damage. I'm assuming he's waiting for more men before he charges. Interesting. Again, in the meantime, we got Johnny here trying to push the assault. Doing quite well, doing a lot of damage. Universal Carrier just throws a tree trying to protect itself, but it does not work. Storm Pioneers are tree resistant. MG, though, will push him back. Might get a few casualties on the retreat, though, so that's an issue. Flipster, by the way, went attack support. I know a lot of people don't like this doctrine. I do, simply because of its defensive properties in the Crocodile. Plus, if you can get, in the later part, the salvage, it may seem like an early thing, but goddamn, you get so many resources from this, especially off heavy tanks. And if you're a heavy tank killer, by God, it can literally supply your army by itself. Kubal opening fire, forcing, was it President Trump to retreat? And he does, with an engineer back to base. Interesting that the guy named President Trump is playing a Soviet. Anyway, moving on. Just going to drop that one and walk away. We got this British player over here. Mike's is the other Brit. He's over in this region. Oh, looks like he took a casualty to something. I don't know what. Is there a sniper? No sniper, just Grenadiers and some base stuff over here. Okay. Panzerfußleer's trying to push on in, but MG stop him though. It looks like Rommel, again, of course, is just going heavy on the support spam while the British leads the frontline infantry. Interesting choice, but it's so far working out pretty well. They're holding the line firmly. MG, though, will pretty much stop them in place. A lot of Assault Grenadiers lying in wait. I'm assuming he's bringing up more. He wants to go for that push. Will it work? I'm not entirely sure, but if he can get around the MGs, it could absolutely do so. Now, unfortunately, these guys don't have smoke. Do they have a smoke bomb that could come in? We have Yag Tiger from Johnny. That's possible. Tiger, but no smoke that I can see. Milam went Overwatch, which is awesome because maybe we could see a cool Goliath. Scout car coming on in. So Trump is gonna try to light these guys up. Unfortunately, no Panzerfaust yet. We don't have the building made. As soon as it goes down, you'll get the Panzerfaust. Until then, this scout car can do a lot of damage. Oh, we do have a sniper, though. Okay, we have a British sniper. Not British, sorry. Soviet sniper. Do we have a British sniper as well? No. Okay. Just a Soviet one. Panzerfaust are going at it. We'll probably kill it if they fire. They're not firing. They stopped. Delta did not fire it, and the scout car lived. Okay. Meanwhile, Universal Carrier is being hit by some AT grenades. Second one being fired. Kills it. Nice. That was an upgraded UC Carrier, too. Assault Grenadiers are finally on the move. They're going to engage these British infantry. Will they win? Well, they're better close range. Neither of them are in cover, and yeah, there's a lot of grenades being thrown, so British need to retreat immediately. Fortunately, this will cause some casualties and force them to stop their advance. So he's going to be still hiding in here. Looks like some other men got pushed back, so his little attack just really held off the Brits. So Maybe that's a victory, kinda. The British forces are retreating, maybe pretty much saying that these guys are all that's left. If he would have actually pushed up, there's not much they could do to stop the assault grenadiers. He's now moving in now. He's using a bit of a speed boost. Unfortunately, now the MG can now move wherever they want, so he's probably going to reposition over here. But he was over here because he probably knew that they were coming. AT gun moving up, so again, purely support. Does get around one MG. The other one is positioning. Goddamn. Grenades being thrown. Close range. Should kill it. Oh my. Okay, they do. Thank God. But looks like the Soviets managed to get mid. Very good job there. Cutting off and actually getting the Allies fuel if they can grab it. Scout car advancing. Oh, that poor Kubel. No. With the flamethrower attached, you're going to see this Volk squad take a ton of damage. And, yeah. Oh boy. Unfortunately, though, with the AT and the Panzerfaust, not able to do it. You need something like the, what did Ace call it again? Oh, yes, the Fuck Jeep, which is the military truck from mechanized combined with cavalry riflemen upgraded with Thompsons. Those things are a pain. Speaking of pains, Delta gets a sniper. The Soviet sniper is in play, but it retreated back to base. So we could see possibly a sniper fight go at it. Again, usually he's holding fire on that unit, most likely, so that way the enemy doesn't see him. Fortunately, they just did, so now they know the sniper's there. They might focus fire. He's going to move back in the meantime. They won't be able to do enough damage because of the, well, suppression, but it looks like he's dropping some artillery fire. He only has one base though this early. I'm not even going to check. So, like, again, it's one of those things where you don't really have to worry. Allies still holding here. They're actually pushing into this close-knit area. Assault grenadiers are no... Okay, they're coming up now. So they might run into the British infantry that might be stationed here, which would be a hell of a find if he could meet them. We have a cache going down by GT8 to help support us, guys. Rommel went with mechanized support. Good, very good long-range fare. Allies as well, nothing else. British infantry will advance. They don't have grenades equipped with them. These guys will do more damage. They can fire on the move, and of course they're very good close range. British infantry better in cover and not moving, so you guys absolutely see why there's an issue with this engagement. They'll fall back. Barely, I think one loss for them, so that was a lucky rifle shot, close range. Soviet sniper again as well lying in wait. I'm assuming they're waiting for both of them to like kind of move on him, so they both could try to snipe each other. It's like a who's who at who's gonna move up first. Soviets are building their tier 3 base. We could see a T-70 be deployed, which I'm assuming is what he's going to do, because he doesn't really have any AT, and he has a decent amount of fuel. Yep, T-70 is being made. VP-wise, pretty even. Resource-wise, still pretty even. Axis have a slight lead because of the cash, but overall, good job in so far all these battles. Jaeger squad now engaging. Upgrade to a G43, so do very well at long range. And we have a grenade being thrown. Incendiary will push back the penal troops. Sniper, though, opening fire and has already got a number of kills. Counter Sniper moving on in, trying to get the shot through the brush. I don't know if he can see him. I'm assuming he can't from the brush right there, but the sniper will go back into cover and he'll be unable to see him. Oh, yep, unable to see him. Another flank coming on in, Panzerfusiliers. Problem with these is this, the Bofor. Now with the Bofor down, they're not going to be able to do anything because the Bofor can counter it. They can't throw Incendiary or something, which is really good against those fortifications. So, they're going to have to rely on this pack to really break it apart. Lots of AT as well on the Allied side, so you're not going to see a Panzer IV roll up and just start dishing out damage. That's not going to happen in this situation. On the right, maybe. Oh, they have a 6-pounder. Maybe not. What are they building? Oh, a Bofor. They're actually not badly positioned behind the house, so they can't exactly hit it. And they have a good distance, but it still has good range to guard the point. Grenade going off, 5-man Brit squads. Do we have upgrades for weapons? Yes, we do. So he's going to, like, pull out all the stops for the infantry. T-70 doing a ton of damage. Volk squad barely getting back. But a Puma, Milam, realizes the situation, realizes what the Soviets doing, and, like, I'm going to pull out a light vehicle that counteracts other light vehicles. As we can see on the map, I don't see any other vehicles on the map that can counter the Puma. So, yeah, this thing is pretty damn good at this time. That being said, the other British player could theoretically pull out a armored car. Oh, wait, they can't because we've seen Flipster build a Bofor. So we know this player's not doing that. So the only other person who could is Mix. And what is Mix going? He hasn't picked anything yet. So Unfortunately, you're not going to see a British armored car anytime soon. I know the armored car is slightly weaker to the Puma, but I've absolutely seen a armored car ambush a Puma and take it out. It's just if you can sneak up on a Puma. A little bit harder, but definitely reasonable. British doing a really good job along with the Soviets of taking all the victory points. Right now, they're putting a ton of pressure on the Axis. Really good job there because, again, you start getting that VPs, you gain a little bit of the lead. You can relax a little bit. I know a lot of people get really tense, the fact like, oh my god, I need all victory points at all times. No, you don't. But if you take away the victory points on the enemy team, so that way they are down to like 200, 150, they will start reacting and making mistakes in order to take that point. Now, that doesn't mean you should. You should always take your time, plan out accordingly. Don't rush things. I mean, if you want to rush things, that's fine. Just note that you could end up hitting a mine. It's a good placement there. So, looks like the Germans are lying in wait for the Soviets to advance. This guy does not have a ton of men. Trump, you need to get more men. You're in this, like, emergency. You really need a call to action. You have so many resources in the back, like, of your pool. Why aren't you bringing them to the forefront? You need to use them in order to actually get something done. Otherwise, the situation is just going to get so much worse into where possibly all the people in your disposal and all the people you oversee could die. So, come on, President Trump, get in action. Anyway, speaking back to the game. God, I can make so many jokes off that. That's amazing. Anyway, a nice job with Johnny upgrading his Mil G43s. Again, Johnny is a pro asshole in getting very long range units to just deal mass amounts of damage, whether the IC-152 on the Soviets with guards, or in this case, Panzerfusiliers, doing a ton of damage to those British infantry, almost killing a squad. He's heading back to base, though. I'm assuming he has upgrades. No, he is not. He's not getting the upgrades yet. He needs those upgrades now in order to get his men up to a fighting state against those Panzerfusiliers. Because, again, 6-man squads with G43s, not something you can easily fight. And doctrine-wise, you're not going to pull out something that can do it. You need to upgrade them manually by getting those weapons. Brens specifically would be very, very good, especially double Brens against those G43s. A 6-pounder gets knocked out by the Germans on a flank. Good job, Milam. Doctrine-wise, Mix went commandos. Again, we kind of saw the commandos being dropped in earlier, so I should have probably called that out. But yeah, nice little commando squad right there to heal as well in the front. Sniper, by the way, 10 kills. The German sniper is at 0. He's still waiting. Delta, I think at this point he knows about your sniper. I don't think you need to keep hiding it. You can, and if you get this shot, that would be incredible. But he's pulling back. Again, I think he knows that there's an enemy sniper, so he's trying to stay back. But this could fuck him. Hold on. He could get fucked right here, right now. He's dropping a flare. Take the shot. Take the shot. Take the shot. He's sniped. He's going to be revealed. Do it. Delta, come on. Oh my god. Are you playing with your food? But anyway, great shot. You at least killed the sniper. I'm surprised. Like, he was taking his sweet time. He's like, literally, he's like the guy from Cabin Fever. Red Letter Media review. Oh, great. But, he's like, what could he's literally at the end of the movie, like, I survived. I did it. He's literally gloating in front of, like, the cops. And the cops are like, all right, come on, man. Can you come out? Like, seriously, I'm on my, like, flip phone right now that costs, like, 10 grand. So, can you come out now? I'm tired of playing. Oh, God. I think it came out, like, 2003. I'm tired. Remember when the flip phones had, like, those, like, little games essentially with just movers that you would just kind of go? The first game I got on my flip phone was War of the Worlds, and it was a piece of shit. But, you know. Those were. Then I upgraded to better games on my smartphone, like Angry Birds and other things. Artillery currently in this area. I'm assuming he was trying to get some of them on the retreat as well, but he might have uncovered the medical base. Now mortars and everything opening fire. If they keep a substantial barrage, that should eventually break it. This mortar, by the way, bet 3, hot damn. Mortar pit stationed as well with a forward base. He's well stationed. He's good. He should be able to keep up the fight with no issues that I can see the Germans could bring. We do have a Stug, but this is the E version, which is more the assault gun. It does fine. It'll do damage, and it's good for long range of the pepper, the infantry. But I think if the Soviet can react fast enough, you should be able to head back to base, redeploy AT, deploy guards, do something. But it looks like he's just going to take a sweet time and possibly lose those units. MG, I don't know how he survived that, but he did. Meanwhile, massive assault by the Germans on this side. Puma up to vet 1. We have it. Oh, God. That T-70 is so close. Also, he has not a lot of men. So many resources. He's hoarding all the resources. Oh, my God. Look, Trump, can you stop hoarding? It's not good for the rest of your team. They need you to share those resources by making men so they can fight on the front. You not deploying them is definitely not helping. You're just hoarding. And nobody wants a hoarder. Alright, especially in this time where you're winning, you're doing well. You know, it seems like you're on the upper... you know, it seems like you're going to win in the long run. But you need to play it smart. If you play dumb and you start making really stupid and childish mistakes, things aren't going to go well. Speaking of childish mistakes, please let this Goliath go off in the enemy's face. That would be amazing. Already next to a mine, so if it detonates, it might take out the Goliath with it, but I think that's the point. Sniper up to 6 kills. Yeah, it looks like their artillery piece being made. Alright, yeah, just lob all sorts of stuff long range. We'll see what happens. He could hit something, he could not, but, you know, if it sticks, it sticks. British infantry falling on back. MG still trying to hold this position. Grenadiers moving on in, but another MG right there stopping him. Looks like we have some dead British infantry weapons that he might be able to pick up. He does! And gets a Bren. Hot day. Does he have a Bren too? No, he only has an MG. I was like, did he have one? Hey, but good job for the Grenadiers to grab one. Meanwhile, T-34 hiding in the forest. We have a lot of charging going on. Smoke coming down to stop the Bofor. He could always direct fire. Grenades being thrown does a decent amount of damage. But the T-34 is hitting him as well. Luckily, nice pack pushes that thing back. I love the Stug hiding. It's like, no, I'm not engaging that. No way. I'm not designed for it. The problem over here might be the Soviet. He, unfortunately, is saving up for the IC-152. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. That can be very good. But let's look at the British real quick. The British is getting a Comet. So he's now getting that. Okay. I'm glad he's getting something. I was worried that, like, if the British didn't have anything, that enough forces could break them, especially with Johnny. Which, also, Johnny's in the same state, where I'm assuming he's saving up. Yeah, Johnny, you're saving up for the Yag Tiger. But you need 14 command points. Would it be better to get, like, an armored vehicle of some type? Like a Panzer IV, even? Just to have something on the field. That way you can fight the enemy. Because right now you don't. You're going to have a ton of fuel by the time that thing gets deployed. So just heads up. Goliath trying to get close. It's backing up, weirdly enough. So it's like, nah, I don't want to kill one engineer. That's not enough. I need more in my life. I need 2 or 3 squads. You know what? 4 would be great. Engineer explodes into a burning ball of fire. Jesus Christ, I can't talk. Doing a really good amount of damage. Meanwhile, a Volk squad taking a number of shots. Puma coming in to take out that T-70. Come on, T-70, you can do it. Guard troops are there, though. They might button it or hit it long range. Has to worry about that. We have some units here. They're hiding, but they're providing recon. Delta, by the way, went Storm Doctrine. Really good if you have a lot of munitions, and he does. He's saving up a lot. Plus that smoke. That's that smoke I mentioned earlier. So there, they got that smoke and recon, plus direct strike and artillery, if he wants to. Good use of the Ostman, by the way, to hold the infantry back and kind of hold this point. You definitely have to worry about the Firefly and the S-285, but it's not like this Soviet has a ton of men anyway. So Firefly moving on in. There are some mines positioned in case the Germans charge. Nice shot of the British infantry, though their retreat pathing might cause some issues with going around there. Looks like he'll escape just fine. Pack on standby, focusing on the armor, trying to hit the S-285. Hits the fence. S-285 missed again on it. Goddamn, Pack. You really need to hit it. We have artillery coming down from breakthrough. Not a bad idea. Use it to kind of break up this huge allied force that's all clumped up together. Fortunately, they kind of move out of the way. He braced, maybe a little late there, but, you know, at least he did do it, so it saved its life. And the allies will kind of reinforce the region. Assault Grenadiers now moving in through the smoke. The Bofor could be killed by grenades. We have a Comet, though, being lit up. Nice AT grenades hit it. Pack guns well positioned. Knock out the Comet. Good teamwork right there between GTA and Johnny, knocking out that very, very valuable unit. Now Flipster is down. He doesn't have really any manpower. Good amount of fuel, munitions, but Not a lot of manpower to speak of, so that could be a huge issue for them holding the line. Unfortunately, though, I do believe the ISU... Oh, wait, no, he's at 10 points. Rommel, you need something else. Again, deploy Katusha. I feel like that would be a really good artillery unit to help break up a lot of these Axis clumps, or maybe just even hit the medical base back here, which, by the way, Johnny's healing, so he's getting that back up to operational status. Again, more of these Stoogs for long range should wear out the infantry. Not a bad idea. Make the British waste his manpower. Over here, bit of a fight. Only issue is these guard troops are not fighting in cover. Alright, there's like one guy in cover. Now they're in cover. But yeah, there's green cover right there. Not saying you have to fight in it, but I'm saying like get in this one or do something. Artillery's coming down to push back the support gun. It looks like the 6-pounder that may have been in German hands got switched out. Milam, I just realized you have 1,200 manpower. The hell. Unless you're saving up for an artillery, like, war or something like that. But it looks like Delta already has one. I mean, to be fair, they both have one. So I'm not like, oh my god, how could he have artillery? It's like, no, they both have artillery. Let's be adults. Both sides can have artillery and both sides can use them. That's fine. Alright, let's equality between factions. They both can have heavy artillery. They can lob at each other. However, one is decisively and typically more accurate. Just you know, citing a bias right now. Anyway, Grenadiers opening fire on the MG. MG barely alive, though. Nice mortar hit. Does a number of casualties. Hold on. That is 12 kills. Well, IL-2 bomb strike coming on in. And now that artillery piece is dead. Except, here's the thing. This one's just decrewed, so they'll get that one up A-okay. So, wow, Trump won in the end in that arty war. That Oswin almost didn't. Oh, God. If that Pioneer Squad would have moved up, like, oh, go for the point. Bam, right with a plane. Bunker, though, and actually, I like this. He built some cover to prevent enemy AT from hitting it. Mines have also been placed. Not a lot of infantry, though, for Delta. Seems like he lost quite a bit. Milan, though, burning through that manpower, gets himself a King Tiger around 22 minutes. Axis forces are making a little more headway. Allies trying to break through. But again, it's a close quarter. Oh, good grenades! Little bit of friendly fire right there, I think. But, yeah, at least they broke through. He's going to retreat to this base, I assume. Yes, he will. He can upgrade this with observation posts. That could be the biggest issue for the Axis. If he makes this post, oh, good, he got Katusha. Nice T-34 shot on the enemy. I think it detonated a British mine. Oh my god, there's like 5 or 6 men of Germans dead. Nice shot. But, yeah, the Katusha's a nice thing to have to plan to put pressure. And you still have tons of fuel for the ICM-52. So not a bad call-in. And combine that with maybe some arty strikes. Specifically, my favorite for the observation post is artillery cover. I love it. It hurts armor and infantry alike. So, yeah, that could be good to call in. We have a Tiger tank by GTA. That can do a lot of damage versus the infantry. T-34 just trying to do damage. I'm assuming against these things. Pack gun, unfortunately, not turned yet. Unfortunately, T-34 can't penetrate it, so that's also a big oops. Infantry falling back. Katusha pushes them back. Allies making some headway on right. They're cleared up some of the area. Have a good amount of armor. Though I question their infantry. Same thing with the other side. Mike's has a good amount of forces, though, and a really nice mortar. As we said before, kind of covering this area. So if the Germans push up, they just take immediate mortar fire and just take some high casualties. They need a way to break that. Yag Tiger on the field, helping out on left. I'm assuming the IC-152 will be up momentarily. Very, very close. Very, very close. Probably still deploy something else in the meantime. Again, just to show you, it's 340, it's 260. He could probably deploy another Katusha, a T-34, something like that. Or he could be a little more varied if he wanted to. He could deploy himself a half-track for anti-air purposes. That could be absolutely reasonable. And he would still have enough resources for the heavy vehicle, which he just... Oh, no, the British deployed a Comet. Okay. T-34 being spotted by the recon squad, whether he knows it or not. I think he just did. King Tiger putting pressure. Hold on. Oh, Stuka Bomb put an end to that artillery piece. Airstrikes coming on in to try to break up this medium armor and the tank destroyer. Looks like it might do it. Stuka planes coming on in, and again, that's from sector assault. King Tiger trying to put pressure, but 6-pounder helps push it back. Meanwhile, on the right, Firefly, not entirely sure what its objective is. there's a dead half-track here. I'm assuming, oh, it's killing the bunker. Oh, God, we got normal Stoogs coming on in. That might overwhelm the unit. Now, if they give chase, there is a mine there, which might be at odds with the Firefly. They get another great shot. Last one, fortunately, is not able to connect. All right, Cat, so what do you have? Oh, okay, that's fine. You can get on my shoulder, right? There you go. Any case, all right. Thanks, Cat, for your support. Guard troops in mid. Oh, Goliath. Perfect timing. Thanks, Cat. You know exactly what to do for me to get the best shot. Alrighty. But yeah, that unit went kablooey. Guard troops, though, still taking mid. So, Milam's Tiger's under repairs. Meanwhile, we have a lot of armor moving. Jag Tiger specifically moving to mid. Some German mines preventing a flank as well. Good placement, Johnny. That T-34 is most likely dead. Although, really nice grenade by guards will push back some of the Panzerfusiliers. On the left, it looks like a lot of allied forces, though, are gathering. IC-152 is being deployed. I don't think that the Tiger and the Stew can necessarily hold this position all that well. If they bring up that, it looks like the Gammon Bomb is going to do quite a bit of work. The British are trying to get through. I wonder if he's throwing the artillery. There he goes. He's throwing the... Oh, no, he's throwing a Gammon Bomb. Oh, I was going to say, don't retreat into it. Got the engine, at least temporarily. Comet's coming in for the kill. Unfortunately, hits the high-rise. Jag Tiger coming back to support. He does have the engine upgrade, so he'll go a little faster. But still. Damn it, that high cover is just screwing him. IS-52 has armor piercing, though. One last shot from it could do it. 6-pounder as well right there. Gets the kill. Nice job, 6-pounder. IS-52 is now engaging the Tiger. But the Jag is coming in on the side along with a Verkenwerfer rapidly moving up. Airstrike, though, coming on in. IL-2 bomb strike, most likely. Push the Tiger back and allow them time to escape. So, nice job there. British infantry are on standby. We have a Comet being repaired, but it looks like the Germans will hold on to this territory. Oh my god, Vet 5 Sturmofficer, really good veterancy there. Artillery, though, coming on in will allow the, well, not allow, but push the Panzerfusiliers away from the region for a temporary amount of time. British infantry holding the point. Population-wise, it looks like we're in the mid-70s for the Allies. On the Axis, it looks like we are in the mid-70s, so it's pretty even across the board. Resource-wise, the most with saved up is actually not Trump. It's actually Delta. Delta is the most saved up right now, having a nice Stug army along with an Oswin trying to provide anti-infantry support, but the British infantry unfortunately take that position. Also, commandos with Brens get bonuses, so yeah, that thing is going to get a lot of kills very quickly. Let's see, we got anti-air in the back by the Allies. We got all sorts of goodies. So, yeah, planes aren't going to do anything now. They have 2 anti-air from the Soviets. They're going to be shot down immediately. We have artillery coming in. The problem is if they still get recon or shot down like here, they probably want to station a little bit closer to the right and or left, respectively, like the edges of the map. So if the plane comes in, it'll immediately get shot down. But I understand why. They want it more in mid, so that way if the airstrikes come into more of their forces, it gets shot down. But, yeah, you have this recon coming in. Hold on. And goes down. There it goes. Yeah, it doesn't take long. Does not take long for any plane to be shot down on this map. IC-152 engaging. Artillery, light artillery barrage coming on in. Luckily this... Oh, never mind. I was going to say, luckily the Stug lived. It did not. So Panzerfusiliers pushing back. Comet, actually double Comet. One's a command Comet. Interesting choice to give the Comet that ability, not something else. But they are marking that Jag Tiger and trying to focus it down. Airstrike coming on in from the rear. Comet's going in to stop them. I don't think he'll survive. He's blocking him. He's walking into it. Great use of the Comets and the IL-2 bomb strike. Really good coordination there. Tiger's next up on the chopping block. British infantry still trying to fight. We have Allied and Axis planes firing overhead, trying to provide support to their own forces. Nice Gammon Bomb knocks out the pack. Tiger trying to make an escape. Airstrike comes on in. I believe that's a is that British? Yeah, it's the British bombers of all things coming on in. Tiger unfortunately does meet its maker from the long range AT, and the Comet unfortunately does die as well. So really great shots across the board for the AT guns. Mwahaha, says Ramo, as the IC-152 sneaks away. Oh, he got it. He got the kill on the Tiger. And unfortunately, Johnny is going to be down a heavy tank. So he won't be able to get it. Now, GTA does get one. Remember, this is... I keep reiterating this, but it's before the patch. The Tiger tank will have a delay in the future, so you can't just spam them out like crazy. There will be, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on whose side you are, being a while before they come in. Now, the Allies seem to be doing pretty well. They have a fair amount of infantry and support equipment. At least the Soviets do. The British are in a little bit more of a pickle. But in the meantime, same can't be said on the right. Looks like Milam is making some headway. His airstrikes on the left that tried to come in did help a little bit. But fortunately, anti-air shot him down pretty quick. But he's going to try to push mid. VP point-wise, it's getting very low. We're near 150 overall points for the Axis, while the Allies have about 360. A little over 360. Artillery's currently hitting the medical base. I get why. You're trying to hit them like a big group of infantry. British forces trying to push on in. They knock out the pack, but not making too much headway elsewhere. They're cleaning up the mines, it looks like, so that's good. Ostwind opening fire by the double Fireflies with rockets, so they can fire a ton of rockets at the enemy, but they don't have the resources. That's the thing. They have all this space, and I know they've used resources, don't get me wrong, but like they need caches. If everyone here put down a single cache, that wouldn't be a huge splurge on one person, or like a huge drain. Nice kill with infantry. We have another one on the retreat. T-34 gets a nice shot, brings down the health down to half. Artillery, most likely by Delta inbound, and IL-2 bomb strike, I'm assuming, is coming on this position. Wait. It's coming in somewhere. I honestly have no idea where it came down at. I know artillery came down over here. IL-2 bomb strikes coming in the back. Plane gets shot down. Oh my god, still kills it even with the Ostwind shooting down the plane. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. Oh, British infantry. I was like, what? He shot the sniper? No, British infantry focused on the sniper and killed it. Firefly is dead. Sniper, unfortunately, did pay. And a few casualties on each side, though I think the British lost a bit more. Grenadiers trying to take the point. Meanwhile, on the left, the Tiger's falling back. T-34 backed up by a lot of armor, although nice flank, once again, by Johnny coming on this side, trying to keep everything contained for the Tiger to escape and get back for repairs. Meanwhile, in mid, T-34 being hunted by the King Tiger. He could ram it very easily. Do they have enough for a direct strike? They do. He absolutely does. If he rammed it, he could probably call it in immediately. Now, he's in the middle of the map. It would take a bit longer for them to come in, but he could do it. He absolutely could. Mark target looks like to be in effect for the Tiger over here, so you know exactly where it is. That doesn't necessarily mean you have to target it. At least you know where it is, so it gives you a little breathing room. Unfortunately, it does look like the Soviets did lose their prized possession over here, most likely due to some AT fire of some sort. So, good use of that. On the right, unfortunately, these Stoogs are not living up to their fullest potential. They seem to be dying quite a bit. Unfortunate, but that's what this situation calls for. Now, let's see. Ostwind, half-tracks kind of reinforcing and healing men on the front. Not a bad idea for Delta to keep things going on the front for as long as it can. Jagdpanzer coming in to support the King. Also really good. Have something to help. That way you can take out these tank destroyers. The enemy also has a lot of guard troops, so if they equipped it with DPs, which I'm surprised he is not, they would be a very deadly threat for infantry and armor combined. T-34 lying on the wings. Most likely he's going to come in that Tiger on the flank, pin it, and maybe do an IL-2 bomb strike. They have plenty of resources. Even with the lack of caches, they're still doing very well. Now, compare that to the Axis. Axis actually have a number of caches scattered across the map. So they're doing really well resource-wise. 57 munitions, although it's even on fuel compared to the Allies' 47 munitions. So they'll be able to keep calling in more strikes. Johnny, in the meantime, does pull out another Yag Tiger. I'm assuming Rommel's getting a turn away, or very, very close to getting another. Luckily, Minesweepers and some troops did spot the T-34 on the flank. Panzerwerfer coming on in, kind of missed. Oh, wait, no, they knock out the MG. They definitely knock out the MG. Gotta give it up to these Panzerfusiliers. They have like a total of like 65 kills for right now. Ooh, that was a great shot with the artillery. Hot damn. Yeah, pull back. Again, I love how he has the Centaur and the Comet to clean up the infantry and try to tear them apart. Seems to be working out quite well. The infantry's taking heavy casualties trying to take those points. He did take it, but all of his men is very low on health. 56 points remaining. Axis need to do something to turn this around. Another airstrike coming on in, but immediately shot down. Again, give it up to this awesome anti-air for shooting down, I believe it was Milam's planes? Yes, it was. Delta dropped into smoke along the side, I'm assuming as well, providing recon. He can also do a kamikaze strike if he could aim those right. Just kind of position them like, okay, they're going to come in, be shot down. Where are they going to land? Enemy base? Perfect. So that's the thing. We have double Panthers, so Delta's getting an armored force. He's saving up tons of fuel and resources, so that makes sense. He can deploy it. Milam looks like he's making an assault mid, which is why he called in a strike in the first place. The Jagdpanzer going to push shots in the Su-85 and the half-track if he doesn't pull that back. Firefly, though, coming on in. Not enough for rockets, though. He's the one allied player with not a lot of munitions. Again, would probably really help him out if he gave him some, but his main gun still does a ton, pushes the enemy back. Jagdtiger is stationed over on the left. Again, we have the armor just hanging out here. I'm fine with it. Tiger's still chilling right by the entrance of this location. There's infantry coming on in. Very good infantry with Johnny's unit provision doing quite well. Although the IS-152 is on the board. And it's most likely going to counter a lot of that infantry. So they have to be very careful. They have enough tank destroyers, everything. I think they can focus on the King of the Gag and then have that thing just clear the infantry and the packs and other AT. Now, Germans did capture the VPs, and they're going to start putting pressure on the Allies again. Not a ton of pressure, but something. So it's a positive at the very, very least. Now, Austrian looks like took some damage. Probably don't want to heal it right on the front, as an Su-85 or Firefly could literally stroll up, shoot it, and then immediately KO it in this battle. We do have some forces in mid, though. Looks like the Su-85 repositioned in mid, and I believe there's... Hold on. Oh, nice job with the 6-pounder, putting some shots on there. He might not be paying attention enough. Oh, he is. Okay, he's pulling back. Comet, though, and fighting these Panzer Fusiliers, and gets AT grenaded plus shot in the ass by the Jagdtiger, though that's going to open up the door for the IS-152 to push shots on it. Marked target is now on it, which makes those shots even more deadly. T-34 finally coming in from the side that we saw. Looks like we have an IL-2 bomb strike coming in. Weirdly placed. I guess he thought he might come this way, or he's trying to remove the packs from play. Does look like it knocks out the other packs. That's both pack guns removed. Tiger tank, though, still positioned very well in a good location. And the Jagdtiger is at half health. So the T-34 will survive. Honestly, that was a good push by him. He made it out one piece, although it looks like the IS-152 needs to switch over to explosive to deal against the enemy. Though the Katusha point-blank shotguns a lot of the Panzer Fusiliers and doing quite a bit of work. The Jagdtiger, though, hitting the Centaur. Both infantry squads are dead. Johnny lost 2 Vet 5 squads. Not worth trying to capture that VP. Should have let it decap and move on. Or, honestly, hey, Delta, yeah, how much munitions you got? Well, I got this much. Can you decap this point for us with the enemy there? Sure. Like, you could also do that. Nice T-34 gets 24 kills by just running over Milam's infantry, who, by the way, just does not have as much of a fighting force as he used to. Still doing okay. Not to discount him at all, but a lot of them more recruit now than they were before. The Jagdtiger continuing to put pressure on the Su-85, again showing its usefulness, though the Su-85 is getting some nice return shots. A bombing strike, though, is inbound. No, it's mortar coverage. So you're going to see, yeah, mortar fire come in along this area with White Phosphorus variant to bring down their health. Meanwhile, German infantry is trying to take that point. They need to take it because, again, the enemy is 50 points away from winning. So I understand them trying to take those points. But remember, they could take it without necessarily having to just rush up troops. Delta has smoke, so he can also do a smoke barrage, so that way he can prevent the enemy from seeing. Looks like we have an IO-2 bomb strike coming on in. I don't know where that's coming in from, or what's going to hit. Oh, it's okay, it's hitting this stuff. They should be able to escape in time. Nice attempt, but looks like they were able to see it coming and dodge it. Playing in mid, don't know what that was for, but immediately died. Marked target, maybe. Anyway, infantry is currently taking mid. Marked target still in effect, it looks like, for the tank right there. Centaur and Katusha moving on in, trying to counteract the infantry, I assume. Doing another shotgun attempt? Will it be enough is the question. Fortunately, it doesn't look like it's hitting too much. The mortar might take some damage. Oh, wait, no! Sulkrens take a nice range of fire from that. Ally's doing a really good job of just making the Axis bleed. I've seen this before, but again, the Axis are going to need to stop just taking casualties and start dishing out casualties. The airstrikes coming on in by Milam once again. Nice kill on the Centaur that will reduce anti-air coverage in the region and should allow these planes to stay in the area a little bit longer, though we can see over here that there is still plenty of anti-air. It just not that close. So it might just fire a couple volley shots and get a plane here and there, but it's not going to get all the planes. So it will allow them to stay in the area a little bit longer to harass the enemy. So that's good. And although good teammate calls over the anti-air. Smoke coming in mid. German forces moving in to hold it. So that's good. Let's see. Delta dropping in smoke as well. Almost crashed into the half track, which wouldn't be a great thing. But hey, at least he did it. You know, trying to do that recon or coverage or whatever he was trying to do. Both are just sitting there, and I love it because they're just like staring at each other like, you get off the point. No, you get off the point. No, you get off the point. Because no one wants to fire at each other. Literally, the Jaeger Light Infantry Squad is literally just sitting there without firing. He's on hold fire. King Tiger looks like got hit by some rockets. Nice push, though, by Delta, knocking out one tank destroyer. I don't see anything else to really follow up with it. There's one Su-85 here. T-34 is more off doing its own thing. Guard troops, though, coming on in. That could be the deciding fight factor because they get button. Oh, nice 6-pounder. I guess you got that up. I didn't even see you. But they got one armor vehicle. Doesn't make up for a Firefly, but at least it's something. King Tiger now moving on in. Oh, nice shot on the guards. Might get a kill there. He's trying to pick up the rifle. Might cost him. Hold on. Nope, he manages to survive. Not sure how, but he does. Yag Tiger Vet 2 pushing on in. Trying to be a little ballsy. There is a little flare here, so he should be able to see the enemy armor and get some nice shots. Centaur just dives in front of the ISU-152, taking the shot. But the Tiger will continue to hit him. And no, it looks like he's focusing on the Centaur and drive him back. Actually, Flipster has no armor to speak of other than that Centaur. See, the Allies, speaking of the Soviets, need to do everything in their power to hold them back. L2 bomb strike is coming in from the far side. I don't know if he's doing it just because it's so far. If he called in from the other side, it might have actually worked. But GTA's not moving. Pack gun was neutralized. Okay. So he killed the pack. I guess he thought it was the Yag. It wasn't, and yeah, that almost cost him. Anyway, German infantry, though, are holding mid still. That little reprieve did give the Allies a bit of time to take mid, though the explosive rounds from the Yag Tiger are dishing out quite a bit of damage. At least pushing the enemy back. T-34 and Su-85 moving on in. Grenade being thrown. Oh, they're going to get that troop, aren't they? Yes, they are. Nice job with that officer. 32 kills. Really, really good job. White Phosphorus, though, will delay the German push in this region. Although there's another push over here and a good, nice use of smoke. Again, I don't know. You can't hear me because this is the pass, but that is a great time to use it. Now you can focus on the infantry. The MG can't support. And, well, you have to worry about the grenade. If you can win against him, that would be amazing to winning this battle. Meanwhile, the Allies are, like I said before, about to win this battle. Explosive rounds might actually kill the unit on retreat. Ooh, a lot of damage done against the Sturm officer. Oh, God. So little health. So little time. But they did manage to at least decap it in the meantime. Axis holding mid quite well. Vet 3 T-34, 31 kills. Might die, which would be horrifying because that's a very long-lasting T-34. It's like a goldfish. You don't expect it to last as long as it does, but by golly, this little goldfish right here is somehow surviving past its 2-week lifespan. Okay, maybe goldfish should last longer than a week. Maybe they're supposed to live up to 10 years, but come on. How long did your goldfish live? Put it down in the comments down below. Anyway, nice focus fire on the armor. Nice, actually, run over of them. Air support coming on in, though anti-air is stationed. They might get one set of like, strafes, but anything else shouldn't help or be shot down. Oh, so close on the Su-85. Airstrike coming on in. Backing on up, but still manages to get the target. Planes just crashing left and right over the map. Almost, that support gun's like, whew, that was close. 23 kills, by the way. That's 5, so hot damn. Really good use there. Anyway, Su-85 in mid with the 6-pounder. German infantry are laying down flares in case they try to take this. Again, that's with Overwatch. And yeah, right now it's a wait and see game. Anyway, massive artillery bombardment once again coming down. They really don't want them on that point. God damn. Alright, but do or die, allies will continue to press against them. But the Germans should take it. Although on their immense casualties, they should hold. Oh god, it's going to be close. Again, these guys have not lasted all that long. I think they're just using more. I think GTA is using it more as a meat shield. 17-pounders developed, most likely as a counter to those Panthers. Although base has been knocked out. Oh, the Fort Assembly. Have you even used any? You have 800 munitions. Dude, make a Fort Assembly and call an artillery cover. Like, use the doctrine. Like, again, if you're going to do that, do it. Anyway, Guards troops unfortunately being hit by that, well, Stuke E, which is unfortunately blasting him off the point. Allies, though, pushing the Axis down 27. That's 10 times, or 10 to 1 victory point range. Oh, boy. Sniper on mid, I don't know why you're there. You're going to lose it. Yeah, fun fact, guys with Brens will probably mow you down. Oh my god, you're so lucky that sniper somehow lived. Anyway, even with 1 VP under their control, they'll still have it. T-34 trying to put pressure on the Volk squad. Unfortunately, won't stop it. Volks will... Actually, he probably could have jumped on and used the secure mode if he really wanted to. But with the King and Yag there, unless he had some major AT support, which now he does. I mean, he can do secure mode now, but he has to decap it. He rams a Vet 3 T-30... Oh. Oh, no. IL-2 bomb strike coming on in. Oh, boy. White Phosphorus as well being... Unless he thinks that might... MG gets destroyed. Tiger's still alive. Panther's coming on in, knocking out the Su-85 from the flank. So really good use right there. And yeah, unfortunately, the Tiger knew where the airstrike was coming in and immediately dodged it. Meanwhile, unfortunately, Half-Track is being chased by the Panthers. Unfortunately for the Panthers, the British have been using all their mines in the back. And oh my god, this Panther's going to hit every fucking mine and walk right into an ISU-52. That is the worst thing you could literally run into. By God. Now, luckily, the Tiger and everything else are going to take this opportunity while the allies are looking into the forest and looking at dead Panthers, because Delta lost them all, to focus, well, not on the units that are currently taking the point. So, huzzah, the Germans captured that. Although, unfortunately, that was a lot of forces that was lost in mid, and commandos are taking that back. Oh my god, the Stuka bomb goes right over. Jackson trying to assist. Looks like it hit a mine some type. Rockets firing. Oh, the last one went straight through, but Vet 3 Yag Tigers on the field now. Ooh, boy. Again, Axis doing everything. Oh, big allied charge. Again, artillery cover would be amazing right now. You have enough munitions for it. Rockets firing, killing one, but they're using it as essentially just kinda, how do I put this? Just just armor, just like a decoy, so the ICM-52 can be targeted by the elephant. And it is, and it will probably die, even though it's Vet 3, and unfortunately, that would be terrible. But it does, unfortunately, perish, and he does not... Well, okay, he's close to the resource to get a new one. Meanwhile, with 6 points remaining, Germans will retake mid, and they hold the right. Again, big allied push. Tried to help out, but they were too clumped together. And again, I feel like they just needed something to help out. He has 876. Use the forward base. Like, by God, call in support. There's British on the other line. Look, I'm telling you right now, there's a guy playing the general beta. Was it Army General or something like that? Where literally, all you do in the game is you relay orders via radio and call in airstrikes and lead men. He's waiting on there for you to say something for support, but you never do. You never say, hey, enemy has this, I'm going to need this, or anything along those lines. He's all thinking, oh man, they must be winning. They gotta have cleared Jerry out of that hole right now. It's like, no, Jerry's not only out of the hole, but he's actually torn apart the thing that was going to clear it from the hole. He's proud of that glory hole, and he's going to stay in it for as long as he can and guard it. Meanwhile, German forces call in more airstrikes, but they still have anti-air, so expect those planes not to last long. They do kill some of the infantry in the meantime, so that's good, along with the Ostwind just shredding the infantry, tearing it apart. New sniper on the field, by the way, by Delta. Delta also has an artillery piece with 6 kills. Okay, President Trump also has one with 6 kills. King Tiger, though, pressing on forward. Artillery might go in for a close-range strike. Nice shots, though. Airstrike coming in, hitting that. Can they kill the Tiger? It doesn't have marked target on, though very, very close to... Oh, it's 17-pounder. That's what's coming on in. And they do kill it. Alright, Milam will lose that, but he's, like, literally about to deploy a new King Tiger, most likely. So, that's unfortunate. British infantry trying to take mid, but he doesn't have a lot. Again, this situation is... You want to wait, because I don't think just one squad of recovery engineers are going to do it. Although, nice idea about calling in a bunch of men so you can kind of remake your army slowly but surely. Again, big attempt. Also, you could like attempt to help mid, because these guys have been pretty damn successful at pushing them back. Unfortunately, the Panther army's back because of Delta. Now, luckily, he has 17-pounder, which is Vet 2, which is a goddamn horrifying thing to think about. Currently stopping a flank on the right, or if they have recon, smashing this thing, which he might. Artillery coming down. Panthers in mid, stopping the commandos, so he doesn't have an NG-42. He's getting it upgraded, but it'll slowly take a little bit of time. 70-pounders looking in the wrong direction, though quickly turning to help out with the Su-85. Gets one nice shot on the Panther, might get a second. Panther is figuring out what to do. Will kill it most likely. Fire 70-pounder. Gets the kill, very nice. Panther now pulling on back, just outside of the range of the AT gun. And yeah, won't be shot again. Very, very good. British are now defending here. Looks like the Soviets sending all of his men, including the IC-152 to mid. That's a huge problem because, yeah, the King Tiger, while deployed, isn't exactly great against a tank destroyer. So they're probably going to need something else. Now, luckily, it looks like there's a Panzer IV heading to mid. So Johnny realized this situation. Also, he has a Vet 4 Yag, which most likely will guard this. But still, if he deployed that to mid, that might be a little better. And guarding and kind of, well, just making sure the enemy doesn't get close. He does have, it is a nasty tank destroyer. It is very, very powerful. And yeah, it's also, well, pretty potent at Vet 4 for explosive rounds and whatnot. In the meantime, British are just going to be slowly breaking down. Again, that might be a good idea. Break this player so that we can reinforce the other side without too much worry. GTA could guard his side. Not really have to worry about the enemy coming in. Nice shot, once again, with the King Tiger. Volk squad's holding on for dear life as the T-34 charges forward. IL-2 bomb strike coming on in. I wonder what's going to hit. Or this. Unsure what actually hit with the Stuka bomb. Whatever it did, it caused some damage because the allies are breaking apart. Also, the one Panzer IV that's just sneaking around. Who needs a heavy armored unit? Well, you still do. Okay, interesting ram. Panther is probably going to be taken out. This Panzer IV can't shoot for his life. Centaur might actually kill it. Airstrike, though, coming on in. With the Centaur focusing on that, it's not shooting down the plane, so positive. Armor dies. Panther and King Tiger still there, though. And they're coming around the corner. Centaur does get the kill, but dies to the Yag, which is, by the way, still Vet 4, but probably very close to Vet 5. Pushes that sucker back. It's hit by an 82 grenade. He's going to be out of commission for a little while. Tiger is well being redeployed this sector. And while they will probably get some or try to get some heals up, I don't expect it anytime soon with the Punch Fusiliers coming on in. Though nice Katusha strike will drive them back. And great timing too. You got a kill off it. Awesome. King Tiger is advancing. Again, unfortunately leaving this area open. Su-85 now being charged. It's a huge Axis breakthrough in the region. And yeah, except for the British on the right, most other forces have broken apart. We're looking at a combined total of like probably mid-30s, with the Axis currently looking at probably mid-70s still. So they've done a really good job at preserving most of their units. Johnny, mostly. Although GT has basically all recruits at this point. Let's see, Milam has pretty much all recruits, except for a few vetted units, and Delta's even like mostly recruits and a couple vetted units. I was gonna say unit preservation, but no, that was not it. I would say good redeployment and good use of and good teamwork by each of the players. Again, we saw that with the allies a bit, but like again, it's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, you probably could have used maybe a tank destroyer better, or not sending your men to die piecemeal or something along those lines. Remanned critical engines, moved the 17 pounder a little bit closer to guard mid, or made a new one to guard mid. I know it's a lot of resource right now, but might have been worth it. Might have been worth it. No, he has plenty of resources. He could definitely do it. It's also vet 3, so hot damn. If they move in the mid, they're going to take a lot of fire. Also, he can fire through buildings, so he can still hit them. Recon's going overhead, but expected to be immediately shot down by German AA. And it was. Go figure. Almost did the medical, though, which is actually taking some substantial damage from the artillery. It looks like the artillery got knocked out, which is good. Another recon coming in, this time for the Axis. Oh, sorry, for the Allies, what am I saying? Let's see how long this one gets shot down. Oh, there goes the church. Alright, they're guarding mid with everything. 70 pounder has been made. The problem is they have no coverage on it. They need something to cover it and get consistent recon for it to do damage against armor. Now these guys are going to just rush in, throw incendiaries on it. It'll get a nice number of hits on the Panther, but they need recon to keep it up. No additional shots. Panzer IV might get a hit, though. Oh, he's bracing, so it won't fire. But there's nothing stopping the infantry from coming in. You need, like, NGs or some defense. Not Centaur. Please, no Centaur. I have no idea where the Suka bomb came in. I think it came in here, but it was braced, so it didn't work. Panzer IV, once again, going deep for a charge. This 70 pounder is more in mid. Oh, T-34 coming on in. Say goodbye to that Panzer IV. I guess just, again, providing sight, which is good. Oh. I mean, look, it's a Panzer IV, so it... Oh, never mind. I was going to say, are they going to keep it? No, we got AT grenade on it, or something killed it. Not entirely sure what. Recon once again overhead by the Allies. And be shot down 3, 2, 1, and goodbye. And goodbye. And goodbye? There we go. Oh my god. Alright, Panzerfusiliers, you're lucky to be alive, but hey, it worked. It just, the Allies are like, fine, I'll kamikaze a German unit. Those seem important. Allies still trying to guard this point. Again, not a bad idea to focus their efforts in one large assault. They're really not trying to press, though I think having something to hold down some of the infantry might be a good idea. Oh, nice hit. Both engineer squads are down, so the ICO-52 will be out of commission for a little longer. So it should give the Allies plenty, or the Axis plenty of time to stop, or to prepare for the Allies. I hear Goliath. Oh, I do. I really, really do. Milam's like, those airstrikes aren't doing enough. Let's do this. Now, it would be better if Delta had smoke, so the 70 pounder wouldn't shoot it when it gets close. But, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea whatsoever. Now, again, I would have hidden the smoke, wait for it to unbrace, then hit it. But that's where teamwork really comes into play. Nice bundle grenade, though. Clears the point. He's, again, has a lot of mortars, I'm realizing. 25 kills in this one over here. Hot damn, it's doing a ton of work. Let's see, Yag Tigers at Vet 4. So very, very close. Tiger Tanks at Vet 2, 26 kills. Osman's at 29. Anything with more than that? I'm not seeing any other units with more. Not really, no. There's not much. Panzerfusiliers. Oh, wait, no. Sturm Officer. Sturm Officer, 41 kills. That thing is a champ, although that unit got mowed down. Yeah, again, best idea would be to slowly break the Allies in terms of just, like, wearing them down over time. Then once the infantry's thin, try to take the point, because you only need one, although it looks like they took the one on the right, so that's an issue. 70 pounder looks like got neutralized by the Stoogs. Good use there. Artillery coming down, kind of breaking that area up. Yep, artillery coming in to break over that region. And it looks like this area is pretty much clear. In terms of, like, well, smoke coming... Oh, wait, no, this is Goliath. Oh, great double hit from by the allies. It's like, oh, what could the Axis bring in to stop those units? Oh, that would do it. 17-pounder can't be made because the Su-85 right... Or no, is it stuck? It might be stuck on the point. I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, armor's still there. Nice shot on that unit. Kills it from the artillery, I assume. Allies trying to press in, but there's too many tank destroyers all over the map just being picked apart without infantry support. The Allies just don't have the infantry to back up a big push from what I can see. Though nice tank destroyers are doing what they can, even if they're somewhat missing. I assume 5-2's in mid now. Stuka Bomb came in to decap the point. They might have been close to capping it, so they're like, alright, nuke it. So the enemy doesn't get it. And that way it doesn't count against us. 32 points remaining. Axis doing a great job at counterattacking. Vet 5 Yag. Doing everything they can to hold. Airstrike, though, coming in on it. It's buttoned, so it's going to have a hard time moving away. Nice artillery in mid, killing a lot of infantry. IL-2 bomb strike is going to hit it. And unfortunately, there goes the Vet 5 Yak. Well, at least it was around for a little bit of time. Meanwhile, the Allies are still trying to pour on in, use everything they have. Trump is, alright, slowly moving up more units. Again, good button by him. Unfortunately, oh, there's another Goliath. Come on. Gets a good hit, even on the guards. And, yeah, the Allies are pouring everything, but it's too late. They don't even have the other victory point, and it's GG. Milam goes mwahaha. Good capture, good hold overall. You lost some heavy tanks, but overall you did very well holding. Although you did lose a number of men doing that. Overall, this is map control, and I feel like the Allies got a little over cocky and grouped up way too much. Okay, great use of Goliaths. Damage-wise, by the way, this was submitted by, and I want to say, hopefully I got this right, Milam. I believe you submitted this, so thank you very much for your awesome support, and thank you for submission. Johnny got most damage, Yag Tiger. Most kills, Milam. I'm just going to chalk that up to the Goliaths. At least I hope it's the Goliaths. That would be incredible. No, nothing here. Yeah, 52 kills, though, with the King Tiger. Let's see right now. We got ourselves, let's see, that was the Axis. Allies got most damage via Rommel. I'm sorry, no, Mike's with his Fireflies most likely. And 17-pounders got most damage. Most kills goes to Rommel, and that makes sense. His ICM 5-2, yeah, was just very, very powerful. And also his Katusha with 52 kills. Hot damn! Doing a lot of work for a single artillery piece. But yeah, overall, I feel like a missed opportunity with Flipster to put down his forward observation base for strikes. It's like, provide the support that you can. Use the doctrine to its fullest. And I feel like some people did, some people didn't. But the Axis did way more abilities from Milam's Goliath, Delta strikes. Like, I can tell these guys use their doctrines. Even if it maybe didn't work so well with these things, in terms of them living, it's fine. They did their job. It was a meat shield. Flipster didn't really use it. Rommel did. President Trump, I mean, kind of used his. I would say okay, he did. And then Mike's, once again, kind of used his doctrine. Definitely more so than others with the mortar cover and then the bomber strike. But does he have commandos out? Not really. They probably died, I know. But, like, you probably should have tried to keep them on the field a little bit longer. Just one of those things. Just one of those things. Or maybe try, again, assault. That might have helped you out to try to kill more men on the front. That way you can take the point. But, yeah, also some little stuff like the T-34 could have captured or stopped the enemy from capturing it with the capture ability. So just pointing out that. But otherwise, that's going to be it. That's going to be the game. So thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure you like, subscribe for more content on Greyshot Productions. But otherwise, thank you to my awesome supporters. It's been Greyshot17. I'll see all of you next time. Hello everyone, before I go, I want to give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Joey G240, Josh, Milam, Ace, Ion, Ollie, Pyro Shark, and Jacob Allswy. Thank you all so very much for your amazing support. You keep this channel going, so thank you. Remember guys, if you want to be an awesome Patreon supporter, you can do so down below. But otherwise, it's been Greyshot17, and I'll see all of you next time.